Hi, welcome to Forever Yoga. I'm Susan Foxley. I'm a registered yoga instructor and a certified life coach. I've been teaching yoga for 23 years, and today I want to share the gift of yoga at a pace that's right for you. It's all about life, body, and balance. Let's get started. Today we have Angela and Hans, and we're going to start in Tadasana. Come to a standing position, please. Big toes touching if you can, and heels touching, please. And let's go ahead and place our hands at our hearts and close our eyes. Grounding your right foot and your left foot, please, evenly. From the heels and toes, evenly distributing your weight. Lift the kneecaps, keeping the legs nice and straight and strong. Squeezing your outer hips in. Beautiful. See if you can bring the pubic bone, lift the pubic bone towards your belly button as you lift your heart. Lift the heart and lift the crown of the head. Imagine a crown around your head. Lift the back of the crown, the sides of the crown, and the front of the crown. Again, find even weight between your right and left foot. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. Find all the qualities of a mountain. Strong, firm, unmovable, unshakable. No matter what storm blows through, you're standing strong. And as you lift the crown, imagine you're a king or a queen. On the top of the mountain, lift the crown. Lift that crown away up to the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Check in with your breath, please. Beautiful. We have Angela, who's 80 years old, joining us today. She's been doing yoga for 20 years. She has an amazing practice. And we have Hans, and he's 74, and he's been practicing yoga for 4 years. So I'm so honored to have these two amazing people on my show today. And we're going to go ahead and open up our eyes and walk the right and left foot open. We're going to go right into Trikonasana triangle pose. So reach your feet and legs and arms out, please. And you want your ankles maybe a little narrower than your wrists. We'll go ahead and bring the right toes 90 degrees. And go ahead and keep the feet nice and grounded. Lift your kneecaps, please. Lengthen out with your right hand towards your right foot. And go ahead and come right into triangle. Spread your toes wide, please. Lift your kneecaps. Lift your belly, your lower belly in and up. Lift your heart, lift the crown of your head, and look up at your thumb, please. Check in with your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Beautiful. Spread the toes wide. Lift the kneecaps. Beautiful. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Nice, Angela. Nice, Hans. Beautiful. Check in with the breath. And slowly come on up and let's do the other side. Bring the left toes 90 degrees. Spread your toes. Lift those kneecaps. And again, engage Uddiyana Bandha, which is lifting the belly, the lower belly in and up. That'll help with balance. And we'll go ahead and lift the left fingertips towards the left foot and go ahead and look up. Now, for those that are struggling with balance, I find that the closer you bring your feet into each other, the easier it is. So you could bring your feet in a little closer if you find yourself a little wobbly. Generally, we want the feet a little wider, but if not, bring the feet a little narrower. Beautiful, really nice. Always starting with the foundation, grounding your feet. Lift those kneecaps, beautiful. Bringing the belly in and up and bringing the floating ribs in. Lifting the crown of the head away from your pelvis, long spine. Checking in with your breath. And then slowly come on up, please. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring the toes straight ahead. Let's reach the hands out. thumbs onto the sacrum, and let's just look up to the sky. And then from here, we're going to slowly try to bring our hands towards the floor. Cup your fingertips. And for those who can't, I'm going to bring a chair. Oh, you've got it. Really nice, Angela and Hans. And look forward. Lift your heart. Beautiful. And if you need a chair at home, you can place your hands on a chair or a block, and then go ahead and lift your right hand up and twist. So just lift your right hand up, and beautiful. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This is really good to prevent osteoporosis, because we're doing a nice twisting in the upper back, which prevents osteoporosis. And then slowly come on down, look straight ahead please, and let's go ahead and lift the left hand up and twist. Remember, each pose has a dristi or a gaze, and the dristi is your thumb. Look up at your left thumb and breathe long inhalations and long exhalations. And bring those hands back down and look straight ahead like you want to do traction on the spine. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your waist slowly and carefully. And then from here, we're going to go right into Warrior Two. So bring your right toes 90 degrees, and let's go ahead and bend the right knee and reach your arms out. Beautiful. Ground your right foot in your left foot, please. Lift the lower belly, lift your heart, and the gaze is right over at your right fingertips. Stay here and breathe, engaging all those pelvic muscles. From here, let's go ahead and do reverse warrior. We're going to bring the left hand down the back leg and just reach your right hand up for a little bit of a side stretch. Look up at your fingertips and stretch that right arm up and over. And then gently bring that right elbow onto your bent knee, please. And just sweep that left arm up and over. And the gaze is at your left fingertips. Ground your feet. Wake up those abdominal muscles, please. And stretch from your back foot all the way to your left fingertips. The gaze is at your left fingertips. Let's go ahead and sweep back to Warrior Two and hold Warrior Two. Keep that knee bent. Wake up all those pelvic muscles. Engage your buttocks and your belly. Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Lift your heart. Lift the crown of the head. See if you can, as you ground the feet, hug the triceps and biceps to your upper arms. And then from here, we're going to straighten that right knee, please, for triangle. Again, we're just going to do triangle over your right leg. Nice. Look at your left thumb. Look up and breathe. Lift those kneecaps as much as you can. Lift the heart away from your pelvis. Reach up with that left hand up to the stars. Reach your left arm up and over. Just do a nice side stretch, please. Stretching out those intercostal muscles. And then sweep up. Come on up and let's do the other side, please. Switch feet. And let's bring the left toes 90 degrees, please. And we're going to do Warrior Two on the other side. So bend the left knee, please. And as you bend the left knee, make sure that knee is going over towards the second and third toes. Lift the belly, please, as you ground your feet. Lift the heart. Beautiful. Lift the crown. Extend your fingertips away from each other, please. And breathe. Beautiful. Wake up that pelvic floor. Bring the right hand back over. We're going to do reverse warrior. Drop that right hand back and just look over to your left fingertips. Stretch up and over, please. Reverse warrior. And then gently place that left elbow onto your left knee. Sweep your right arm up and over and gaze at your fingertips. Stretch over and breathe. Ground your back foot and see if you can stretch those fingertips up and over. The dristi is at your right fingertips. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Seeing if you can roll your heart a little more to the heavens and breathe. Remember, the breath opens up the body. So send your breath into those tight areas and gently come back up to warrior two and pause in warrior two with the bent knee, please. Lift the heart. Breathe, extend through the fingertips and straighten your left knee for triangle. So again, we're going to go back into triangle, and the drishti is at your right fingertips. The drishti is your gaze. Look up at your fingertips, please. Ground your right and left foot. Spread the toes if you can, and bring your right arm up and over and stretch. Ground that right foot and stretch with those right fingertips. And breathe. And then sweep up. Bring both toes straight ahead. And from here, clasp your hands behind your back. And then go ahead and look up. And if you feel comfortable here, you can bring your head towards the floor and bring your hands up and over. Some of you may need a belt. Beautiful. Long inhalations. Nice, Angela. Nice, Hans. And just breathe into those shoulders. Let the head dangle. Really nice. Come back up, hands onto your waist. Beautiful. Step your feet together in Tadasana. Hands at your heart and close your eyes. Go back to mountain pose. Close your eyes, please, and check in with your breath. Really nice. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Check in with your breath. Beautiful. And now we're going to do tree pose. And the first thing that goes when we age is balance. So if you need a chair at home, grab a chair at home, please, or use a wall. Beautiful. And first we're going to go ahead and do the right leg. And for Hans, sometimes your foot can slip from your pants, so we're going to put a belt around Hans's foot. So let's go ahead and put a belt around your foot, Hans, so we can stabilize that foot. And you'll see Angela here using the chair for tree pose. And then Hans, you can go ahead and use me as a prop and hold that belt with the same. Beautiful. And breathe. Remember to breathe. Big breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Root that left foot, please. You're a tree, so deep roots, please, into the earth, and you're a tall trunk. Beautiful tall trunk. And find your abdominal muscles. That's going to help you balance. Lift the lower belly in and up, and lift the heart, and lift the crown of the head. And breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And so, as we age, balance is the first thing that goes. That's why a lot of people, we really have to watch it going up and down stairs when we age, stepping on and off curbs. So balance is the first thing that goes in yoga. Really, balance is really important. Lifting the inner and outer ankle, please. Finding Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Really nice. And breathe. One of my clients practices this first thing in the morning before she takes a shower. She's 87 and she goes in her bathroom first thing in the morning and practices tree pose 5 minutes on each leg. And gently come on down, and let's do the other side. Release. And let's do the other leg. So let's switch legs, Hans. Nice. And let's do the left foot. And feel free to put a belt around if you have a belt at home and you're having a hard time holding that leg up. And grounding your feet. Remember to check in with your breath. The breath is going to help you with balance. Breath and drishti. So to balance, the most important thing is stare right in front of you at one point. Find one point in front of you and focus on that one point, and then focus on your drishti in your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Grounding your feet, lifting your inner and outer ankles. Zip the pubic bone to your belly button, lift your heart and lift the crown of your head. And breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Deep roots, tall trunk. Very nice. This will strengthen all the muscles around your ankles. This strengthens your legs. And slowly come on down, please. Release the belt, Hans. And we're going to go right back into Tadasana. Hands in prayer, and just close your eyes. Ground your feet. Again, Samastedihi. Hands in prayer by your heart. Samastedihi. Samastedihi means balance between your right and left feet. And lift your heart, lift the crown of your head. Check in with your breath. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and come down onto the mat into Dandasana. So go ahead and come on down into Dandasana and cup your hands right behind your buttocks. And Angela, you can face me so you can see what we're doing. And cup your fingertips behind your buttocks, and then just push the right and left leg into the earth and lift the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Spread the toes if you can. Beautiful. Wake up the fourth and fifth toe and move it away from the big toe. And then push the backs of the knees into the earth. Wake up those legs. Nice, Angela. Nice, Hans. And then reach up to the sky, please. Reach up. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and grab the feet. And if you need a belt, go ahead and use a belt. And lean forward. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. And lift the heart away from your pelvis. Soften the shoulders away from your ears, please. And if you need to use a belt, feel free to use a belt. And just lengthen the spine. And breathe. This calms and works the parasympathetic nervous system. If you're anxious or worried, forward bends are really good to do for insomnia or ceasing mental chatter. And just lengthen over. It's really good for the digestive system. Feel free to use a belt, or even you can feel free to just bend your knees and come down. But if you can come all the way down, feel free to do so too. Nice. And then come on up and let's just wake up the arms and legs. Let's bend the knees hip distance, please. Bring the hands behind the buttocks. Spread your fingers wide, and let's go into just 3 table poses. So come on up and drop your head back. Let your head completely descend down. Beautiful, Angela. Nice, Hans. Go ahead and anchor the 10 fingers. Anchor those heels. Lift the tailbone. And if your neck hurts, you can look straight ahead. If your neck feels safe, go ahead and just drop all the way back. Beautiful. This wakes up the upper arms. This wakes up the lower back. It strengthens the legs. And slowly come on down. And just rest for just a second. Catch your breath and then come on up again. Reach up, come up a little higher, and drop your head back. And breathe. Find symmetry between your right and left hands. Find symmetry between your right and left legs. Check in with your breath. And slowly come on down. And then catch your breath here. Spread your fingers even wider. Spread your toes even wider, and come on up again, please. And drop your head back. Lift your tail. Ground your thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky fingers. Find symmetry between your right and left feet. And gently come on down, please. Come back into Dandasana. Cup your fingertips behind. And then extend your heels away from your pelvis. Spread your toes. And then here we're just going to go ahead and bend the right leg. And slowly come on up, reach up. Look up at your thumbs. And gently come right over your left leg. Come on down, nose to knee, come all the way down. And again, if you need to use a belt, feel free to use a belt. If you need to bend the knee, feel free to bend your knee. But come lengthen all the way down if you can. Breathe deeply. Soften your forehead. Soften your cheeks and your jaw. Let your shoulders move away from your ears. And just check in with your inhales and your exhales. Again, this ceases mental chatter. It works the parasympathetic nervous system. It's really good for your digestive system. Breathing deeply. And gently come on up, and let's just switch legs. Straighten your right leg and bend your left leg. And go ahead and reach up to the sky. Reach up. And come on and grab your right foot and lengthen over. And again, always honor yourself. Bend your knee if you need to. Use a strap if you need to. Always honor yourself. And I love what one of my spiritual advisors says. She says, I strive for imperfection. There's no perfect pose. Each body is different. So honor yourself and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Beautiful. Lengthening your heart, soften your shoulders if you can away from your ears, and breathe. Nice, Angela. Nice, Hans. Come on up and then straighten both legs. Reach up to the sky again. Reach up. And then grab your feet. Come on down again. Lengthen down. Lengthen over your legs. Breathe deeply. Soften your forehead. Soften your cheeks and your jaw. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Lengthen your spine. Try to get your heart a little closer to your feet. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. And gently come on up and bring your legs in Baddha Konasana. Bring the feet together. We did a lot of preparation for this. Take your hands behind your buttocks. And let's go ahead and just lift and lower, just loosening up those hips. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And then from here, go ahead and crawl your hands forward. And go ahead and drop your forehead down towards the earth. And breathe into those hips. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Always honor yourself. And I always encourage people, less is more. Breathe into those hips. Remember, less is more. Send your breath there. Beautiful. And then from here, slowly come down onto your backs, hugging your knees into your chest. Give your knees a big hug. And from here, we're just going to do a couple bridge poses. So bring your knees feet hip distance apart, please. And from here, we're just going to lift the buttocks off the floor. Lift the buttocks off the floor and move your knees away from your face, please. And again, find symmetry between your right and left feet. And just lift your buttocks. And gently just roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then again, lift up again. Lift the buttocks up. Lift up a little higher. Ground your right foot and your left foot. Lift the tailbone up. And then gently come on down. And then again, lift up again. Lift up a little higher. If you want to clasp your hands underneath your sacrum and roll your shoulders underneath your body for a little bit of a deeper bridge, feel free to do so. And then slowly come on down. Bring your knees into your chest. From here, we're just going to do a gentle twist. So reach your arms out to the side, please, and just bring your knees over to the right and look to the left. And twist. And let's just let the feet just completely drop. Just relax. Beautiful, Angela. Releasing the lower back. Very nice work. And see if you can stack your knees and your ankles. Stack them. And just let the knees drop. Let the ankles drop. And then let's go ahead back to center. And Hans and Angela, give your knees a big hug again, please. Big hug. And then just drop over to the other side. Bring the knees to the opposite side, twisting the other way. And then here, so as the knees go over, and then gaze over to the opposite side. And just relax. You can bring the knees a little closer to your face. Nice. And let the knees stack. And this will release the lower back. Any tightness that we've just accumulated from doing bridge pose, it'll release any tightness in your lower back. And just breathe. So as you can tell, Angela and Hans are in phenomenal shape. Being 80, Angela's 80 and Hans is 74. Hug your knees, please, into your chest. You guys did an amazing job. Big hug, please. And then we're just going to straighten the legs out for Shavasana, corpse pose. Straighten your legs out, feet hip distance apart. Make any adjustments you need to make in your body. Relax. Let go. Relax your eyes and your cheeks and your jaw. Get really comfortable. And let go. Just let your body sink into the earth and spend as much time as you can here in Shavasana. And I just want to thank you guys for joining us on Forever Yoga. I'm Susan Foxley, and if you have any questions about yoga, life coaching, or my workshops, or today's show, just go to SusanFoxley.com and remember to always, always, always go where the love is. Thank you so much. Namaste.